Task 3, and we're on to division. So in algebraic notation, instead of writing a divided by b this way, we write a over b this way. It means exactly the same thing. So instead of writing 2 divided by 3, you could write 2/3. Similar kind of thing. So in the first question we have 4a divided by 2b. So 4a over or divided by 2b. Importantly, we're not finished yet. So if we just had the fraction 4 divided by 2, well, what is 4 divided by 2? It's 2. So we rewrite this one as 2a over b. Why did I put the 2 on the top, not the bottom? Because the 4 is on the top here. The 4 is bigger than the 2. We could, if we wanted to, write this as 2ab this way instead. I think for now, let's write it this way, 2a over b. Now, if you're writing that on a computer, you can write it as 2a over b using the /. Okay, but this is the answer to that one. 2a divided by 4b. 2a over 4b. 2 divided by 4 is 1 divided by 2, which is a half. We don't write the 1, so we just write a over 2b. Again, if you were to do this on your computer, you would write a /2b, but this is the answer. 3a squared divided by 9ab. Let's start writing it again, one on top of the other. 3a squared divided by 9ab. What is this 3a squared? I'm just going to write that out long form. So that's 3 times a times a. On bottom, we've got 9 times a times b. Should be able to see that one of those a's and one of those a's is going to cancel out. And 3 divided by 9, that's a third, isn't it? You could think of that 9 in the same way as being 3 times 3. Okay, if we put that 3 times 3 there instead of that 9, we can see we've got 3 divided by 3 times 3. So one of those 3's is going to cancel out one of those 3's. So in total on top, we're left with a, and on bottom, we're left with 3 times b. 3 times b, we just write as 3b. There's our answer, a over 3b. Next question. So again, let's write it out first as 12a squared b over 20b squared c. Starting with the numbers, 12 and 20, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, they both have 4 as a factor. This is 3 times 4, this is 5 times 4. So let's rewrite those numbers as 3 over 5. A squared, well, there's no a's on the bottom, so we're going to leave the a squared as it is on the top. B divided by b squared. So there are 2 b's being multiplied here, so one of those is going to cancel out against the one on top, leaving us with 1 on the bottom. There's no c's on the top, so we've got the c on the bottom as well. Here are the similar questions for you to do. Pause it, give them a go. Here are our answers. 10a over 10b. Those 10's cancel, giving us a over b. 5a over 20ab. 5 divided by 20 is a quarter. So we've got a over 4ab, and those a's cancel. That doesn't leave us with 0 on top. That a, if we think, is actually 1 times a. So we're left with 1 over 4b. Here we have 16b squared divided by 4b squared. Those b squareds, they cancel out, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. So we've got 4 divided by 1, which is just 4. Here we have 18ab squared c over 36bc squared. 18 divided by 36, well, that's 2 lots of 36, isn't it? So in terms of the number, we have, I'm going to write it underneath here, we have 1 divided by 2. We have an a on the top but none on the bottom, so that a is going to stay there on the top. got b squared divided by b. So that leaves us with 1b on top, none on the bottom. Here we have c on the top, c squared on the bottom. So one of these c's will cancel out the one on the top, leaving us with 1c on the bottom. So we've got 1ab divided by 2c. Here are the questions for you to do and for your teacher to mark later.